All right. Very good afternoon to you folks here on Speedrun 4. Welcome to the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer Weekly Community Race. Today we have got Cosmonaut and Baja Blood showing their skills for you today in our Even Weekly Showcase. I'm Captain MD, and I am joined today by Sean. How you doing today?
Okay, but well, fine right now. I'm just happy we have weeklies again.
Yes. This is one of, there's going to be one more weekly remaining for the course of December. We're not going to run one on December 25th, at least not a restream. We might still have a race, but probably not a restream. But,
I doubt many people will be free anyway.
Yeah, there might be a casual race, but certainly there won't be, certainly I won't be able to do anything on that day. But we have been given the green light, and our racers will get started in just a second.
Okay, Cosmonaut's timer is about 2.5 seconds late.
Oh, that's not a problem. That's something that can be easily synced up behind the
Or
scenes.
I guess Baja's a bit early.
All right, what's our first item today? It is Vanilla Violet.
Oh, they're actually perfectly synced up. Fantastic. It's just a timer.
And first item is that a Morph Ball bombs are in Storage Cavern B, so just need missiles for bombs.
Okay, that's fairly normal.
And yeah, chat is confirming what I'm hearing. The audio is very much desynced right now.
Oh yeah.
We will get that sorted out for you folks momentarily.
It happened last week as well.
Whose audio are we currently using? We're using Cosmos. I'm going to switch over to Baja Blood's audio and see what happens.
Yeah, let's see.
Nope, it is still
still
desynced. Yep,
which means that it might be a hosting issue.
Yep, we'll keep you folks updated on that. But in the meantime, pretty much a standard start. Otherwise, we just have our runners dealing with Dark Alpha Splinter. And for those not in the know, usually we start at landing site for the even weeklies. However, due to a weight bug with Missile Launcher, for whatever reason, in the current version of Randomizer, Missile Launcher has no weight past Trooper Security Station. So if we were to have a landing site start, GFMC is guaranteed to be main power bombs. And granted, that is something that runners like to see, but at the same time, having it every single even weekly is kind of boring.
Yeah, it's not very random when a thing is absolutely going to be there.
Dark Alpha Splinter not having anything particularly spectacular, but a first energy tank, which they're not going to say no to be fair.
Yeah, E-tanks are really good in this game. That looked like a cheeseburger in the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we still have no logical first missiles, so they are either... I think they pretty much have to be in, because of the weight bug issue I mentioned earlier, it has to be in transport to Aegon. Can't be anywhere else.
Yeah. Today is even, so we have vanilla lifts, right?
Mm-hmm. Vanilla lifts, vanilla colors translators, so vanilla colors means that Emerald is needed for GFMC, and Amber is needed for Meeting Grounds. Whatever is in Temple Assembly Site, both runners are interested in getting that immediately. We're going to see different methods of picking it up. Baja Blood is going to do the task jump, while Cosmonaut is going to do the extended dash. Nails it.
Yeah, an extended dash is certainly going to be more possible than a task trick. But regardless, Baja gets it anyway after a few attempts, and we get our bombs immediately.
Yeah,
Thanks to missile expansion, we are out of logic right now with the bombs, and the missiles as well. Because just in case, expansions don't actually count logically as missiles. Like, only the missile launcher counts. Same with power bombs. Only main power bombs count as you getting power bombs to the randomizer.
Yeah, and it looks like both runners are just going to go ahead and get communications area out of the way now anyway, just because they have bombs. It's right here, and
Yeah.
it will be put
Light
into
ammo.
yeah, it's going to be put into logic in about 30 seconds anyway when they get to transport to Aegon, because again,
Yeah.
missiles, something has to be in there at this point. It could either be missiles, space jump, or screw attack. Either of those would give them access to Aegon.
Now that we have bombs, a pretty, I think at least a pretty smart thing to do would be to quickly go back and get that cheeseburger. Because even though it's out of logic, it might be useful for some checks along the way.
We're actually seeing two very different, unique checks here. Cosmonaut is electing to go ahead and check Hive Chamber B, while Baja Blood goes to check the item at GFMC, which is a Aegon key, so that is not
Oh
dupable.
wow. Never a good sign when you start seeing keys this early.
Indeed. Now, that key I do believe is out of logic right now.
Okay, Cosmonaut's feed is stuck. It's probably a hosting issue. Okay, so now with bombs we can actually do both checks in a. We can actually do both checks here in Great Temple. First is this one, which looks like a key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another Aegon key. Yeah, that's not reassuring at all.
Nope.
I guess it's confirmed a Morbis is going to be required. Absolutely.
You know, it's so hard to tell with a Morbis because sometimes you get all the keys, but he just has a terrible missile
Oh
expansion.
yeah. Sometimes it's bait, but honestly, with all keys this early, like if we see the last key soon enough, then I wouldn't blame anyone for assuming it has something. Okay, here we go. Get the cheeseburger. Okay, Cosmonaut is an Aegon. I'm not sure what he grabbed. His feed was stuck until now. I think he got another missile because I see he's got 10.
Yep.
So that was probably in Hive Chamber. Well,
That is
yeah,
is
it
that
might be.
I gotta stop you for a second because I think that's main power bombs in Mining Plaza.
Yeah, that looked very big and very yellow. So, yeah, a Morbis is logically required. Maybe, if it's just power bombs, it can be skipped.
Now that actually presents a very interesting scenario. Oops.
Yeah, both feet are stuck. Yeah, the host for tonight's race is not doing very well, seems. I heard audio for a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was a progressive suit.
In Dynamo Chamber, all right. Where's the tracker?
I did it. I did it myself already. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're kind of just Up will be joining us on tracking in a bit, but he did signal he was going to be a bit behind schedule, so we're just holding the baton for the pass.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said earlier, like as I guessed, that Powerbomb expansion really came in handy because we got Dark Suits very early.
Yeah, you love to see a dark suit, or a suit in general, before,
Oh, Spider Ball. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Cosmonaut must have Spider Ball as well, because that's where he was going.
yeah, my guess is that it was a missile in transport to Aegon as well. That's where the 10 missile came from.
Yeah, it was probably the launcher, like you said earlier.
Oops.
Okay, now Baja's going to Aegon. Very, very handy that uh, that scanning that gate automatically teleports you in front of it. Meanwhile, that was a missile on a bomb guardian.
And that's going
Yep,
to be the
that's the
launch.
missile launcher. Yeah. Let's see
Alright.
this hint. Okay.
Power bomb
Nothing.
expansions are just space hamburgers.
Yep, that's what we said. Okay, Orb is here. Yeah, a cursed lake has a key. Let's hope it's like an Inhive key or something.
Be hilarious if it was the third Aegon key.
Oh yeah, screw that. Required seekers? Like, that requires seekers, and I think it logically requires dark suit as well, so
Yeah, and
we
Dark.
might see another progressive suit relatively early, if that's the case. Like, if we see a dark suit early, and we also find seekers pretty early, then that would mean that it could be the third Aegon key. But it's honestly
Alright.
hard to tell. Okay, just a missile. But yeah, we're already seeing a lot of diversions here in routing. I'm not sure how many keys Cosmonaut's got. I'm guessing none right now. Because I think he went directly from Hive to Aegon.
I believe so too, so yeah, I don't think Cosmo has any Aegon keys.
Which could be a problem if a Morbis turns out to be hard required. Like, it's already required in Logic, but we can skip it with expansions. However, we don't know what else a Morbis could have. So it might be worth it to check in the end.
I would actually not be surprised if Screw Attack shows up soon, because
Hmm.
here's the thing. Access to GFMC from the back direction would require Emerald, Dark Visor, and Seekers. To get from the front, you need just Power Bombs or Screw Attack to break down the door. That's about it.
Meanwhile, on SpeedGaming 3, we have a Super Mario Galaxy Luigi Any Percent tournament. Nice.
Alright, so Cosmonaut has gone to check Central Mining Station here.
Yep, reload the room already. Reloaded the room already.
Not quite sure what that is in the force field, but whatever it is, Cosmo is interested, if at least for the purpose of
Cosmo's
checking
got a
it.
space jump.
That, if I had to hazard a guess, that was probably in Command Center.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, if he's already reloaded the room, then he's probably gone to Command Center already. Which means Baja also needs to go over to Labs in just a second. Actually, let's settle on a name for that area. What is it? Labs, mines?
I usually call it Labs, just to
Yeah,
in a similar vein as the Pirate Labs in Fendrana.
yeah.
Looks like we're gonna get a Dark Aegon check, and with Spider Ball in tow, we can check just about everything, except we can't check Crossroads, and we cannot check in Cache 4. That being said, if Dark Beam is late, you can almost bet that Encash 4 is going to have progression.
Oh.
Oh, there's Space Jump.
Oh, okay, that was Space Jump. Okay, so no idea what was in Command Center. I do see Cosmonaut has 20 missiles, so that could be it.
Both runners have 20 missiles right now, so
Right.
it is also possible that Cosmo didn't even bother to check Command Center and just went to the edge of the corridor and then to reload Central Mining.
Maybe. That Dark Suit was a very fortunate find for Baja. Because at this point, we only have 2 E-tags, so navigation in the Dark World with Barrier only, while possible, is a bit of a pain.
Yeah, with Space Jump, it's not the worst out there. We have about 48 seconds of Dark Ether time, so it's enough to get around pretty much, but you can't really hit too many snags anyway, and you still don't want to risk the better than Prime 1, but still potential to be Prime 1 drop system.
Yeah, sometimes you'll be dying, waiting for a door to open, and in the meantime you'll get like 10 health or a missile, even if you're at max missiles.
Alright, we're going to see the item in Crossroads, and it looks to be a Sky Temple key.
Okay, so that's somewhere we are going to be coming back to.
Okay, so Boost Ball is required.
Yeah, if we find Screw Attack in the meantime, we can do a bonk and then a not too hard triple BSJ. So that's always a possibility in case we don't get boost soon enough. Meanwhile, we have Light Beam in what's that little room called?
We call it the Broom Closet, but its actual name is Trial Time.
Right. Yeah, in the broom closet.
So, yeah, the nice thing about Light Beam right now specifically is that you can use it to cheese Jump Guardian way faster than the missile.
Yeah.
And I think Cosmo just realized. Oh, Cosmo may have been looking for drops.
Yeah, probably. And we also have a light expansion already, so that's very good.
Yeah, the nice thing about burning all your missiles here is that you will get a free refill. You pretty much will be guaranteed a missile refill after Jump Guardian.
Yeah. Especially because Jump Guardian just drops a bunch of things, and even if you're not out of missiles, it's going to give you some missiles as well.
Mental note, in future, use Charge Light Beam on Final Blow because it hits more than once.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Light Broom is very effective against Jump Guardian, and we get a Cobalt Translator as a prize.
Cobalt's pretty good. More so for
yeah,
later.
and that's Annihilator. Okay.
Ooh, that is very significant because that is portal usage across the board now.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, that puts Doomed Entry into play.
Yeah. No Dark Beam yet, which means we can't do Incash. What's that one? Like
4.
2, 4? 4, yeah.
4 and 1 are both locked by Dark Beam.
Right.
2 for that matter as well, because you need Dark Beam to get to it from the original path. So yeah, right now Doomed Entry is quite dangerous because if you do not find Super Missiles or Dark Beam between Doomed Entry and Battleground, you're
stuck there. Yeah, you're stuck there. You're just stuck there. That's all there is to it.
Light Beam plus Annihilator and Dark Suit, however, does illogically give us Plane of Dark Worship. And we say illogically because, again, right now, main power bombs are currently in Mining Plaza, and the 2 Aegon keys, as far as
Dark
we're
Beam on a
concerned,
wall base.
you know, it could happen.
Yeah, it could definitely happen.
We had boost on Amorbus last week,
Yeah.
actually, and you had to do, and boost locked light beam, so you had to do, your only special weapon was seeker missiles.
Okay, that looks... What's that?
Amber translator.
Amber, yeah. Okay, Amber is very useful here in Aegon. I think we can do the other broom closet.
Yep, we can do Sand Cache, but Baja Blood's gonna read the hint
Yeah,
just
we can
outside the
also read the
portal.
hints. A movement system is an under temple. What was it? Under temple
Under,
axis, or
under,
was it
under,
Dark Torvus temple?
it was Underground Tunnel,
Oh,
which is locked by Boost, Seekers, and Emerald Translator, if we want to get there the quick
yeah.
way. Or Supers and, oh, Emerald is
Huh?
one room away from Storage C, so it has to be in Storage C, excuse me, so it's in bioenergy production.
Yeah.
And that is reachable at this time.
Nice. There's boost in Sand Cache.
Ooh, so now we actually are legitimately only secret missiles away, and yep, that's Baja Blood seeing the main power bombs.
Yeah, we can also logically get that first STK. Super missile is in what?
Storage
That's
B,
storage B.
that is
Aegon.
the dark beam
Oh
room
yeah.
to the right side of command center.
Okay.
So we're starting to get a profile here. So we've got a dark beam locked super missile, and we know we have a movement system which actually has a very good chance to be screw attack right now in underground tunnel. And as we have established repeatedly, there is almost always progression in underground tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, Baja's also scanning this hint. Okay, these hints in Aegon are being very useful.
Yeah, not too common that the amber hints have this much
Relevant
power to them.
information
Yeah, amber
early
hints are
on.
like 50-50 usually from my experience.
Okay, yeah. So Cosmo was about to do this normally, then he remembered, oh wait, I have space jump.
And actually, since we have dark beam locked super missiles, or super missile locked dark beam, excuse me. No,
No, we have Dark Beam locked supers.
dark beam locked supers, yeah.
You were right first time.
So that means dark beam cannot be in Doomed Entry or Battleground. Or, actually, wait. It could be in Doomed Entry or Battleground. Because dark beam would let you get back no problem, now that I think about it. So... Alternatively, it can just be vanilla and chillin' in Storage D.
Yeah. Okay, Cosmo also gets his early dark suit with the same exploit.
Yeah, Plane of Dark Worship, as a result of that dark suit, is in play for both
Okay.
runners, so they will, Cosmo will take a peek at it.
That's what Cosmo is doing right now.
Finally gonna get to actually see what was in Command Center and if Cosmo picked it up or not.
Yeah. Let's see. That looks... yeah, it's a light expansion.
This is a red key. Now, I am fairly certain this is... Either there's another suit lying around, or this is not an Aegon key. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
an
it's a
Aegon key.
Torvus key.
Because yeah,
Hopefully Torvus isn't required.
Hopefully not, but yeah, if that were an Aegon key, that would mean there has to be another non-power bomb lock suit lying around.
I just remembered a dream I had once.
Oh?
Like, like I was commentating on a weekly race for Echoes, and I remembered the dream I'm talking about right now. So it's a sort of recursive thing, and then a bunch of people in chat started denying it, saying it never happened. It was very weird.
You know, the nightlife do be like that. All right, we're gonna get to see what the item on the ship is, courtesy of Cosmo having defeated Jump Guardian at this point.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Cosmo automatically just dashed over to dupe the item. Right, actually, the item is present before you trigger the cutscene, isn't it?
It is. Oh, is that the third Aegon key? It is. It's
Yep,
behind
that
Jump
is
Guardian.
it. 2 Dark Aegon keys in GFMC. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do.
All right, so
That's our Morby.
I'm trying to think how. I'm trying to think how the game is trying to put a Morbus in play here, if at all. Because
Well, we did get all of its keys very early. Where was the second one?
the second one was under the temple in Transport A access.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
All right, and we already
Cosmo
know.
has 2, yeah? Don't think,
Yes.
yeah,
Because
yeah, he's getting
GFMC.
the third. Getting the third right now.
Yeah, because GFMC had 2 Aegon keys, as we now know.
Uh, Cosmo... Does Cosmo have 2 Torvis keys? I think he only has 1.
Not that I'm pretty sure there is only one.
Yeah,
If
that
we
was
have
probably
seen
a
a third one.
misclick. Yeah, that was probably a misclick on the tracker. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, as we have established earlier, that is Emerald Translator there in bioenergy production. We can't do Storage C without supers, unfortunately, and unfortunately, supers are
Yeah.
currently locked by Dark Beam.
Yeah, we know where things are, we just can't reach them yet. There's our emerald. So we have all translators already.
Yes, we do. With the pickup of Emerald. So early translators are really, really helpful in not just in seeds in general, but especially in random elevator seeds and random translator gate seeds.
Yeah, especially in those.
I'm fairly certain we haven't seen another red key besides Plane of Dark Worship that was Torvis. The 2 in
Yeah,
GFMC were both
no.
Aegon, and Under the Temple was Aegon. I
Yeah,
believe
we
those are
haven't
the
seen
only
any
keys.
other. Yeah, I don't think there were any other Torvis keys.
I mean, you say that, and the next thing you know, Sand Processing is going to have an Inghive key.
There was already one marked. Captain, did you mark the Torvis key
I
when
don't.
Cosmo got it?
No, I didn't. I didn't touch anything after that point.
Oh.
We'll forget about it. Maybe DMT had it. Nope, he just had more light ammo.
Oh well, we only have Light Beam and Annihilator, so I guess light ammo is a bit more useful, especially because actually, would picking up a Dark Expansion do anything for us right now?
Yes, you could use Charged Annihilator as a
Okay.
result. It doesn't let you, it doesn't, like, have anything... It doesn't let you do anything particularly unique in the case they have right now. But, you could use regular Annihilator, which is very useful for the fact that
Yeah.
that does 10 times, not 10, 5 times damage to Dark Samus in
Yeah.
this room.
Yeah, Dark Samus 1 is very vulnerable to Annihilator for some reason. I mean, they would probably playing the game. They were probably just debugging and said, you know what, this fight works. Let's just make her a bit more vulnerable to a weapon we know the player won't have at this point. So
Ooh, that's a
that's a
multiplayer.
multiplayer pickup. Oh,
That's painful.
that's
Now,
that's a huge tease. It could be unlimited ammo.
it could be.
It could also be double damage, which is equally as useful,
Indeed. Now, what you see Baja
especially
Blood...
with required bosses.
Yeah, what you just saw Baja Blood do there was do a BSJ up to the one of the undestroyed capsules to get out
Yeah,
of the room without needing Dark Beam. So,
yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah, that's a
BSJs
trick.
are nice to perform.
Yeah, I'm still rusty with like multi BSJs, but single BSJs for a couple of things I can do pretty consistently now. With Light Beam, we have access to the item in Sand Canyon, and that's another red key. Is that really? Okay,
Dark
there's
Souls
another
Key
core.
2.
Well,
Oh no.
it's not the Inghive key I called, but close enough.
Yep, that's gonna be very, very frustrating if we have two required bosses.
Yeah, and that key I don't believe is currently in Logic without Dark Beam, just because you're not expected to do BSJs. What is that up there? Was that another missile? Yeah, it was another missile.
Yeah, the audio is
Cosmo.
decent for everyone.
Ooh, Cosmo's gonna go out of bounds here to check Storage D.
Ooh, fancy.
Or just to get into labs from the other side. Trigger the fight. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, powerbomb strat. Ow. Okay, so Baha is warping back, probably going to check the ship and DMT.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about where stuff can be, because right now, the GFMC keys are not yet in Logic. Um, although with Amber and Light, we can now access Phazon Grounds. Not Phazon Grounds, excuse me. We could do Hall of Honor Dead.
Yeah, we can access Torvus Quadrant, which only has one check, yeah.
The only check we have that we can do there is Hall of Honor Dead. Yeah, that's the only check we can do. It does give us 2 hints. Unfortunately, without supers, we have to take the long way to reach Path of Eyes. Torvus from the front is not currently in Logic because the Dark Suit is out of Logic. So yeah, no, it's out of play right now. Dark Torvus Arena has a major. That is Boost
Nice.
Guardian. Or did that say Arena or Temple?
Oh, I wasn't reading. I didn't read that. I hope it was I hope it was Arena.
I hope it was Arena too.
Though we do have 2 Torvus keys. Okay.
What was that? That is a Sky Temple key.
Yep.
Okay.
But we can't get back right now, can we?
We can. What Baja Blood is going to do is do a slope jump into an instant morph to get back into the tunnel.
Yeah, figures.
Alright, Tech Staff just warned us that the feed might drop for a split second, but
Okay.
we have a spare second, so
Let's see this instant morph.
yeah, this is a pretty tough morph to get consistently.
Oh yeah, it looks tough. Definitely looks tough.
Just trying to think, we might actually have Dark Beam in Doomed Entry right now, or Dark Beam in Battleground.
It's definitely possible.
Pretty likely, actually, because I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything left in Logic. Because after this, there's nothing expected past Meeting Grounds. We've checked pretty much everything in Aegon. We can't check in Cache 4. We can get the item in Crossroads, which was a Sky Temple key, so that's not going to do us any good immediately. Oh, it's Dark Aegon Temple. That was the major item. So a Morbus has
fantastic.
progression.
Double a Morbus. Double required Morbis. Fantastic. Love when that happens.
So a Morbus, as a result, I don't think can have Screw Attack, but he could have
Might
Echo
be another
Visor.
suit. Might be another suit or something.
Could be another suit, could be Echo Visor.
Could be Dark Beam. Could be Dark Visor to get Dark Beam in the end cache in Battleground. So with that hint, the runners also know they need to do a Morbis. Now Baja's is gonna go get his last Agon key in just a second.
Yeah, because he's got to go back to GFMC to get the ship key. But yeah, the only... Because, yeah, I'm fairly certain that it is... if I'm reading my logic notes correctly, that it's got to be Dark Beam in... Dark Beam's got to be in that section of Dark Aegon that we described earlier.
Lab's entrance.
Dark Lab's entrance, yeah. If... Yeah, because Dark Beam would let them get back from the area without a problem, and we know Dark Beam currently locks super missiles.
Yeah, Emerald was in the big room with the moving platforms. What's that one called?
Bioenergy production.
Yeah, bioenergy production.
Yeah, so that one was
Anyway.
free. Right now, the only thing that's keeping us from the movement system in Underground Tunnel that was just hinted at for Cosmo is Seeker missiles. So I'm expecting right now Dark Beam. Dark Beam could lead to supers, which it would give us Torvus access as well. So Seekers could be actually in a very many number of locations after Dark Beam.
Since we have all translators, we can also pretty much get through all of Torvus once we get Dark Beam and Supers.
We just gotta find Dark Beam and Supers first, but yeah, it's we can definitely confirm Dark Beam is in. It's either Doomed Entry or Battleground, because Light Beam lets you get to Battleground from Doomed Entry without another portal transition. Light plus Annihilator, I should say, lets you get to Battleground without Dark.
Yeah, a Morbus could have Seekers, could have Light Suit, could have Dark Beam, honestly. Could have any major item, honestly.
Yeah, there are way too many question marks right now, although I don't think Cosmo opened the Sank entrance door to read the hint. Sank entrance is doable with their current equipment, however, it's out of logic until main power bombs, but even still. Sank entrance has been notorious for having progression in seeds like this, and Baja Blood is at least going to show us the hint.
Yeah, one thing you definitely want to do right now is get the hint. There we go.
The Dark Aegon Temple keys have already been acquired. Thank you, game.
Well,
And it looks like Cosmo's going to get the same very bad news. And
I mean, it's not bad news, it's just no news, really.
That's fair. Although, actually, to be fair, no news is usually good news, as the saying goes. So I don't think they can call that no news, because it's still not good news.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Bad news is usually no news is usually good news. It can also just be no news.
Alright, we're going to get a wind chamber check from Baja Blood, and that is... If I could see behind the smoke, I think
it looked yellow.
Yeah, I don't think it's Screw Attack. Alright, Baja Blood's going to scan dash around to get the item in Wind Chamber Gate.
Yeah.
This
Let's
is a pretty
see.
tough series of scan dashes here. Getting back, I feel, is harder than getting over. Luckily, there is no fall damage in Wind Chamber Gate for some reason, and it's just a missile. And yeah, that's definitely a missile tank in Wind Chamber itself.
Yeah, as someone said in chat, shout outs to spinners that don't require you to use bombs and just automatically eject you.
Yeah, the one right outside Sank entrance.
I mean, there's a bunch. I think the ones around Vault are also like that, and the one in main gyro chamber.
I think so?
Yeah, because they get deactivated just as soon as you finish using them. Like they
That sounds right.
automatically just eject you.
Alright, we're gonna see if Sank entrance does in fact have any unique items. Could have the last
Hopefully,
Torvis key.
it could.
I think that's a missile. Oh, might not be, because Cosmo's making preparations to... Oh no, it's an ammo tank.
Okay.
I think. But he is going to read the hint. Venomous Pond has the other suit. It is in Dark Torvis. So
Okay.
it is locked only by Dark Beam at this time. Dark Beam leading to super missiles. That will give us the tools we need to reach Venomous Pond.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, Venomous Pond in logic, I think, also requires a grapple of some kind. So
Yeah. Like it logically requires grapple, so.
So I'm trying to think. So that means I would wager Screw Attack has to be somewhere in this logic chain before main power bombs, because I think we can now safely assume it's the only way to get the other keys in GFMC.
Yeah.
And by extension, actually Great Temple, because that's the only way you're logically expected to get back through to to that elevator later. Actually, no, Emerald can get you that, so I take that back. But yeah, right now, Screw Attack, I think Dark Beam has to show up first here just because of where supers are and the fact that we haven't seen Screw Attack yet.
Yeah, likely. Meanwhile, Baha is getting this other STK right away.
Most likely, he's going to just take this straight to a Morbus.
Probably.
Given the circumstances, we know it pretty much has to be done anyway.
I mean, we don't know it pretty much needs to be done. We know it needs to be done, period. The Morbus has 2 major items.
Yeah, the main power bombs you don't necessarily need to go out of your way to pick up, thankfully, since we have picked up a cheeseburger, but it's a very good logical clue.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, speaking of terms of logic, like, of course, a Morbus doesn't actually have 2 items on it, because we know one of them we can just skip, but we now know there's also one other mystery item on a Morbus itself, which could be anything, so we need to check it.
Yeah, luckily with extra ammo and light beam, this fight is pretty much a cakewalk, and Boost Ball is in tow, so Baja Blood is got pretty much all the tools necessary for a fast and Morbus.
I think ammo expansions are supposed to give you 50 ammo, right?
It's supposed to be 50 for both, but we have them split in the
yeah, because they only give you 20 now.
Yeah, they'll give you 20.
I mean, in my seeds, I just have the beams give 250 right away.
seeing Baja Blood attempt a worm skip. Ooh, unfortunately, one of the charged light shots kind of ricocheted.
Looks like he's trying again. There we go. Take 2.
Yeah, luckily the bombs do have a pretty large catch radius for the suction vacuum.
Okay, there we go. That's a worm skip.
Shoutouts to being able to get boostless worm skip twice in the weekly last week, but unfortunately having to do it twice because crashing at GFMC. Yeah, it's pretty much what happened to me last week.
Okay, Cosmo is entering the temple right now. And Baja's just about done. There we go. Done.
One ends, another begins, and the major item in question today is Dark Beam.
Dark Beam, yeah. Had a feeling it would be Dark Beam. Okay, so in terms of immediate checks, we can do the cache over in Main Plaza.
All right, so here's the story. This seed is actually a logical nightmare because here's the problem. The logic expects you to get both of the keys in one shot at GFMC. So hear me out for this. It expects you to fight Jump Guardian first, go back and take the one-time free pass through GFMC. And that's all you get, and you have to get both keys according to the logic.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
So logically,
meanwhile, that was an STK there.
This is actually a logical nightmare, but now that that's sorted out, we now can get supers, and that's going to give us Tortoise access.
I wonder where the Echo Visor is going to be.
Good question. But yeah, now that we know how the other keys were supposed to be put into logic, that means that the that puts Dark Beam. That means Dark Beam is logical now, and you get the idea. The point is, everything makes sense. Kind of. Runner's gonna want to kill me after this. I made this.
You didn't make this, you clicked a button, don't worry.
I still ordered the Randomizer to make this.
Okay, I think Cosmo is a bit upset.
Just a bit. Begs the question, though, what is actually in Doomed Entry and Battleground? Because we can now access that entire section of labs. We could even do in Cache 2 out of logic, but it requires a very precise and fairly annoying scan dash. And I think Baja Blood's going to go back and get the super pickup in Storage D. This could also be a play to Sank Spider Side. Which is not currently in logic yet. It needs either the main power bombs or it needs Dark Visor Seekers. And welcome, folks, joining us from SpeedGaming. You are joining us in the middle of what has just suddenly become a very, very interesting race of the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer weekly community race. We've just discovered Dark Beam Monomorphous, folks. And discovered that the logic for this seed is an absolute nightmare. Interestingly, Baja not going for the multiplayer. Oh, I think just remembered. Double damage or unlimited beam ammo. Both would be really nice. It is beam ammo.
Nice.
Honestly, given the circumstances, I think beam ammo is the better of the two, because now you can just spam them all you want.
Yeah, we have all beams, we have the ammo. Let's just use it. We're in Prime 1 mode.
Alright, I think we're going to get that doomed entry check finally. But I think first Baja Blood's going to go and grab super missiles. This would put Storage C into logic.
Yeah. So, it's probably gonna go right there. As soon as he gets supers.
Yeah,
Then come back.
Yeah, all things considering, this is still a pretty stacked Aegon.
Yeah, Aegon is full of stuff. Both items and hints.
We might still need Dark Visor anyway, though, because we do know that there is a key in a cursed lake, and we don't know if it's Sky or
Yeah.
Torvis or Ing.
Yeah.
If it's Torvis, that'd be hilarious, because Plane of Dark Worship also had a Dark Torvis key.
We know we need, at least logically, we need Echo Visor. So we might also need the Dark Visor.
I would laugh if we had Screw Attack in Torvis Lagoon, because that is the most insulting spot it could possibly be in.
Yeah, because if you have Screw Attack, you can get that check using air underwater. You can Screw Attack underwater doing the trick, and that allows you to get the check. But if the check itself is Screw Attack, that means you can never do that check with Screw Attack, so you need Gravity Boost.
Oops, Baja Blood
Oh yeah,
forgot to
forgetting
actually
that the
raise the
platforms aren't up. Oh.
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
have to, even after doing the puzzle, you do have to re-rack the cargo bays.
Not
And
sure
two,
why that is, honestly.
probably because they couldn't be bothered to generate a room layer for every individual possible combo. So they just have the location stored in memory and tied to a scan point. And with that, Cosmo is going to go ahead and check Storage C first, and it's just more E.
I mean, they could have them just raise as soon as the room loads. Like instead of tying them to a scan point, you just tie it to the loading of the room.
Interesting mystery for sure, but it looks like Baja Blood just decided to forget about it and improvise with the scan dash, which personally I find to be easier, quite frankly.
Oh yeah. An E-Tank? Let's say no.
Yeah, at this point, both runners are probably feel very safe with just with this amount of E-Tanks and Dark Suits. Certainly Dark Aether doesn't scare them. Alright, Cosmo's gonna get the beam ammo now. I don't believe Cosmo saw this Torvis key yet, but it looks like he's not grabbing it. Looks like he's gonna go to Doomed Entry. This is such a fascinating seed. Like, you know, at this point, we could be just looking for secret missiles for go mode, and we do know that there is a movement system in Underground Tunnel, which has a fairly high chance of being Screw Attack given the circumstances.
Well, at this point, yeah. Like, the only movement systems left are Grapple, which is basically useless, Gravity Boost, which is somewhat useful, and Screw Attack, which is the most useful.
Yeah, it might be Gravity for relevant stuff in things like Transit Tunnel South or East. For all we know, Alpha Block has Screw Attack or a Sky Temple key. Again.
Or even worse, it could be the other boss in that room that you can't skip.
Powerbomb Guardian.
Yeah.
So far, Doomed Entry only having an E-Tank in Incash 1 and an ETM in Doomed Entry itself, so,
What's with this game and having bosses in the same rooms in two different dimensions?
good question. Alright, that's missiles in Battleground, and with super missiles, we can now just go ahead and pick Warrior's Walk, like so.
Okay. And it's
Sonic
Sonic Boom.
Boom.
How dare you not pick that up, Cosmo?
Oh my.
Okay, gravity boost up to 3 rooms from Torvis Borg. I couldn't read that.
Portal Chamber, so up to
Water
3 rooms from
chamber.
Portal Chamber, so that means it has to be an Upper Torvis, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let me just verify that for a minute. Yeah, has to be an Upper Torvis.
Sorry, logically it can't be in
It can't be in Lagoon.
in Lagoon. It I think it could be in
It cannot be
what's
an
it
Underground
called?
Tunnel.
Path of Roots.
Could be Path of Roots, but yeah, Underground Tunnel is 4 rooms away. So, that means the movement system in Underground Tunnel is now 50-50 screw attack.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see Torvis now from Baja Blood. While Cosmo, I believe this is probably going to be a warp to start here after picking up the... Oh, no, it's just going to be a flat warp to start. Looks like he's just not interested in picking up the Sky Temple key yet. But yeah, basically that includes every room between... Besides Lagoon, every room between Path of Roots and... let me think. Can that include Plaza Access? No. It can be Forgotten Bridge. It can be Abandoned Worksite. Great Bridge. Great Bridge would be the most interesting, for sure.
So, Abandoned Worksite and Path of Roots both logically require grapple,
And there it is.
which means grapple could be in it could be right here in Underground Tunnel. Is that the
Yeah,
room?
and that was Gravity Boost in Path of Roots, so
Yeah.
it is grapple locked.
Yeah, so that could be. I mean, that could be screw attack as well, because I think logic does account for using screw attack to do grapple checks.
Yes, anything grapple can do, screw attack can do better, except in some cases get you up to the right height faster. For example,
Yeah,
Abandoned
exactly.
Worksite.
Exactly. I mean, the screw attack can also get you to the right height. You just need to bonk.
Yes.
Very easy.
Alright, missiles up top. And Baja Blood is not going to bother going for Forgotten Bridge yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing he's just gonna do. Yeah, underground tunnel first. Because it's a movement system, we know it's a movement system, let's get it right away, just in case it's useful.
Now, the hint Baja Blood read in Path of Roots did give the location of the Torvis keys, but I couldn't catch where the third one was, unfortunately.
Baha didn't get. Baha didn't go. I'm sorry, where's the underground tunnel?
Baja's probably just getting the stuff in the temple first just to get it out of the way because you can.
Okay.
It also activates this elevator for later. And removes the force field to go to Lower Torvis, because Lower Torvis is, all things considering, given we know about gravity, Lower Torvis is actually sounding like a really good idea.
Yeah.
Lower Torvis also has 3 more Emerald Hints, and the Emerald Hints especially tend to be the ones that give you the best luck.
Oh look, a very useful expansion.
Yeah, we don't need those anymore.
It's like when you play a multi-world and after they find your unlimited missile, they're still giving you expansions.
Force of habit, it's hard to ignore shiny things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is Dark Visor in the Dark Torvus, or the Torvus Energy Controller. The Hive Temple keys, however, are irrelevant.
Yeah. Luckily, we can just skip those. Can you imagine if we had to get 18 keys?
Oh, jeez. The only way that would actually be possible is if Quad had Screw Attack himself. I don't think it's possible.
And Tumos had Annihilator.
Well, that's not possible because you need Annihilator to get the Sank Energy.
Okay, so if Tumos had Screw Attack and
That wouldn't be possible either because you need Screw to get out of the temple.
oh yeah.
I'm actually trying to think what circumstance would possibly allow us to have 3 keys, or
Can we make it possible for one check to have 2 items stacked on top of each other?
I mean, we kind of can with Plandos. If any of you folks saw the Trial of the Warrior Weekly earlier this year. Oh no, the movement system is grapple!
Yeah, called it. There we go.
That is not what they wanted to see.
We can get gravity.
We can. By the way, Dark Aether's atmosphere is dangerous. Energized safe zones do not last forever.
What do you mean it's dangerous? Oh, what?
Today you learned. Aegon, Dark Torvus, and Sky Temple Grounds. Okay, so the last key is in Dark Torvus. So it's probably right on Chica's doorstep in Cache B, if I had to really hazard a guess. That's a red key. That's Inghive.
Maybe. Yeah.
So yeah, now we can rule out any remaining red keys as Inghive. I think. Medvista here we can't get yet. I don't know what that is. I think Baja Blood just forgot that he doesn't have Screw Attack.
No, I think he's just buying it.
Oh.
I think it's Seekers.
Is it? Looks like he's preparing a boost jump.
I mean, I think it's Seekers. I saw yellow.
Could be.
I guess it could also be... Oh no, Echo?
For the record, this is the first time I've seen this, so if,
Right, yeah. Okay, looks like he gave up. Well, whatever that is, it's important apparently, so I'm guessing Seekers.
It was probably Seekers. It looked too small to be a visor.
Yeah, and like I said, it looked yellow.
The only other major items we actually have left, we know about Light Suit and Venomous Pond, so that's a non-issue.
Yeah, and
of course
it couldn't be Screw Attack because you needed to get there. So yeah, I think the only item it could possibly be is Seekers.
It's definitely Seekers, which means we might be, unless it's hinted elsewhere, we might be flying blind looking for Screw Attack.
Yeah. Screw Attack on Chico.
Could be. We're getting our Torvus Plaza checks now from Baja Blood. I have a feeling both runners are going to be playing a kind of a case of Simon Says for a little while. Unless Cosmo decides to break off after grab gravity and go immediately for lower Torvus to get some hints.
You mean Adam Says?
Oh jeez.
See, that crappy joke really needs that kind of setup.
Oh, did we notice that was a key already? I guess not.
No, because Baja never went there.
Ooh, the snipe.
Oh yeah, always nice when they snipe you like that. Remind me, what triggers those guys to spawn?
It's random, actually.
Oh.
I think it's just I think it's 50-50. It's, for me, at least, it feels 50-50.
Like from the very beginning, or do you actually have to do something in Torvus to trigger this happening? Like to to make it so from now on, 50% of the time, you're gonna get.
I think it's random. I'm trying to remember if that means Baja Blood did pick up that key, so I don't know if that means he's got 5 or not. I need to.
Which one are you talking about?
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get a better view from Cosmo. That is definitely secret missiles now.
Yeah. What's Cosmo doing?
Oh, yep. Cosmo's getting a better look and getting the bad news. Sean, you'll forgive me. You might have to conduct this interview on your own today.
Why?
Because I'm probably going to have to run away before I start seeing runners dot dunning.
Oh, it's okay. We'll keep them busy, and you can bring your phone with you, and you'll just get a cab and go change your name, address, everything.
I'll sneak out on
While we're
Samus's
doing the
gunship.
interview.
I'll sneak out on Samus's gunship. Why not? It's easy if you're an Etakuna or a Dakora.
Oh yeah, just put on a fake mustache.
You know, I don't usually have a mustache, so that actually probably would fool somebody. That's a good idea.
Admiral SNES is your new name.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's what the MD stands for. Is that it?
Here's Screw Attack. Oh, it was just chilling there in Hydro Dynamo shaft, chamber, rather.
Oh well.
Hydro Dynamo shaft is the dark version of this room.
That's a lucky find.
Okay, let's go back and get secret missiles. This seed is actually going to be over pretty soon at this rate, actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be like not exactly jet because it's been an hour already, but
all things
definitely faster than average.
All things considering, just because of main power bombs locking out so many things and Dark Visor being in Torvis, basically locking out Sanctuary as a result, this seed actually ended up being a little bit on the tamer side for the second half.
Yeah.
This is a common thing that we see in seeds with Echoes Rando, is that you spaghetti your way through Aegon and Temple Grounds, but after that, the seed basically writes itself.
So Baja didn't even go get Seekers?
Yeah. I wonder if that was muscle memory, or...
What does he want to do?
That might have been a muscle memory thing.
Yeah, because we both have Seekers and Light Suit in Torvus.
Yeah, the only item that could be a headache for getting remaining items would be Echo Visor. However, actually, given that we have Dark Visor Seekers, we now have Sank access. So, given what we know, Echo Visor can't be behind a power bomb lock check. So Echo Visor cannot be in Airy, is the best news. This could be, yeah, Baja Blood might be doing actually secretless hints. There's 2 ways to do this. You can either do a precise missile plus screw attack on the secret door in the right angle and hit all the locks that way, or you can just go out of bounds and wall crawl your way around using a screw attack into the tunnel in the room right before. But yeah, this is definitely going to be hints. This will also confirm how many Sky Temple keys Baja has.
Captain, you haven't answered the question yet.
Oh,
what does the MD stand for?
The initials in my actual IRL name.
Oh, I see.
It's funny because many
it's
folks...
It's not medical doctor, and it's not Mega Drive. Okay.
Nope. Folks have made the misinterpretation a few times, though. So seeing as folks have given me the designation through no fault of my own, I've just run with it. But yes, Baja Blood has done the screw attack out of bounds and is trying to ceiling warp back into the room outside here, like so. And doing
Oh,
so will
Boost
actually
Guardian.
permanently remove the Seeker lock.
Yeah. Okay, so Boost Guardian. I was about to say Boost Guardian was being a bit of a
Oh,
brat, but okay, that was Echo Visor on Boost Guardian.
well, so now it doesn't matter where the Sky Temple keys are, we can get them all.
Yeah, we have a full tracker actually.
Aye, that we do. The remaining keys are in Dark Torvus Arena, we know, that's free. Sacrificial Chamber, Grapple Guardian, he always has a key now.
Okay.
Under
Under
Temple,
Temple, hoping it's
okay.
Ledge.
Mining
Mining
Station
Station
B,
B.
that's not the worst in the universe. And Cache
Cache
A.
A.
And Baja has 4 keys, that's good to know. So yeah, those aren't all that bad. The only one that's a bit out of the way is Under Temple. Grapple Guardian, slightly less, but...
Okay, so Baja just wanted to get his hints and then reset. Guessing he's going back in Torvus now.
I believe
Lower Torvus.
his last save actually was in Low Torvus, so...
Yeah, just before Warping Mat start.
The thing, though, is... excuse me. But yeah, Seekers are needed for Cache A, so more than likely, on the way out, Baja Blood's going to grab Seeker Missiles, take the Meditation Vista Portal to get to Dark Torvus, seeing as he has already opened up the Plaza door, and can just easily get to that section with Cache A that way. Yeah, there's the light suit in Venomous Pond that we already knew about for a while. But yeah, this seat actually had the excuse me, words. The Sky Temple keys had the potential to be in some really bad spots given what we were able to acquire. Because, as you pointed out earlier, we have a logical full tracker, no less. Unfortunately, Cosmo electing to not go to Lower Torvus is causing him to miss out on Screw Attack. So, at this point, actually, I would say Baja Blood has a very significant lead right now.
The only item on the tracker that wasn't completely that wasn't unskippable in logic was Grapple Beam, because Screw was very easy to get even without gravity.
Yes, you could absolutely have gone Screw Attack without gravity. Hydro Dynamo Chamber does not require it. It's a pain in the backside to get it without it, but you can do it.
I mean, you just have to do it normally.
But yeah, I cannot wait to see or hear the expressions from these runners when we explain to them the GFMC logic.
Okay, I think the key in Under Temple was on the ledge. Luckily.
Yep. So, bit of a break. That's one boss we don't have to kill for a change. So yeah, a Morbus and Grapple Guardian required. Other than that,
Yeah.
both of those bosses aren't too bad. Now, unfortunately, Cosmo did not pick up the Sonic Boom that he walked right by in Warrior's Walk, so is not going to have an easier time with Grapple Guardian. No sign of the other beam combos either, though. Sunburst would make this fight a cakewalk.
No, they're probably chilling in Sanctuary.
That's
We
very likely.
barely explored Sanctuary this seed.
Yeah, the only part we saw was Sank Entrance.
Don't think there's any STKs in there either. And
Nope.
it has no major items. So yeah, Sank is just garbage. That's a first.
Yeah, I'm not sure how folks are going to interpret this one now, all things considering, because the first half was trash, absolutely. I mean, Dark Beam on a Morbus, stop right there. But, yeah, the second half was relatively gentle. You basically just had to get to Torvis, and presto, there's the whole rest of the seed for you. I'm fairly certain, though, they still want to kill me for Dark Beam on Morbus.
Why would they want to kill you?
Because I made this.
I mean, if they had if they had to get that angry at someone for causing this, they should go after the developers of the logic. Not you. You just pressed a button.
But then they're not going to be able to get any jet seeds afterwards, so... Alright, so Bahablood has to reload the room, even though he nailed the screw attack rebound, like so. Because that Grapple Guardian fight is not the actual Grapple Guardian. And Cosmo picks up Seekers from Meditation Vista. We'll see how he chooses to go about this. And, of course, Bahablood got the music glitch. That's random, I think, what causes that. I don't think even skipping the cutscene fast enough is the issue.
Since I'm a complete psychopath, I try to complete the game without getting anything in my logbook except for hints, and that means if I have to fight Grapple Guardian, I specifically avoid scanning it in its first phase. So I came up with a way to fight it without Sonic Boom, without Dark Burst, just Light Beam, without ever scanning it.
Oh my.
And I do that all the time. When I don't have Sonic Boom.
Alright, so Cosmo is going to go back and read Sky Temple key hints, but at this point, for the restream, it is Bahablood's race to lose. Cosmo's not going to be insanely far behind, maybe about 10 minutes tops. I think the one key Cosmo did not get that Bahablood did was Crossroads.
So, as for the rest of the people in the race time room, no one has finished yet, and Lucarius has forfeited like an hour ago. Probably had to do something.
Yeah, this is a really, yeah, the seed was really, it's only the first half that was the most complex. After, again, once you got to Torvis, the seed wrote itself, pretty much. Full clear Torvis, get everything else. Yeah, funny thing is, Echo Visor is not even required this seed, now that well, it's required for power bombs. Although
I'm
actually...
I'm not sure Baha is even going to fill his tracker at this point.
Bahablood may skip Seekers again. We'll see.
Yeah, because neither of these items are really required at this point, so...
But yeah, Cosmo's going to return his 3 keys. Okay, good. Thought for a minute I was going to misspeak for a second, but nope, the game decided to prove me right for a change. Oh no, the Hall of Honor Dead key is the one that Cosmo never got, as well as Crossroads. But yeah, Baja's going back for Seekers now, I think, because I don't think, actually, come to think of it, I don't think he wants to do Cache Seeker list as well.
Oh yeah, we need to do Mining Station B as well, so Seekers are definitely required.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to ignore them this time.
Yeah. It's just Echo Visor that's skippable this time. Though logically it's not supposed to be skippable.
I'm actually trying to think for a minute. You could reach the Venomous Pond suit without a power bomb. if you went from the Dark Abandoned Worksite route.
Yeah, with
Power
your
bombs.
supers.
Power bombs and Echo Visor may not have actually been required for anything this seed.
They were required for, like, power bombs were required for one progressive suit, but we don't have any light suit checks in Logic, so...
Yeah. So I think... so yeah, I think Mining Plaza, could actually have been skipped today. Despite it having such a interesting logical key.
Luckily, we did get a free dark suit out of that little expansion in Great Temple.
Yeah, that pretty much was the convenience item per se of this seed. The one item that you get that is not in logic, but it just makes the life of the seed much easier.
Yeah, it's just... honestly, with how empty Sanctuary was, I'm surprised we got one multiplayer item.
Yeah, we only got unlimited beam ammo.
Like, I'm surprised we got one at all, because the rest are probably in Sanctuary.
Probably. In before unlimited missiles is on Chica. Ooh, Cosmo almost nailed that screw attack into the tunnel, but gets its second try.
I can get this one in a few tries. Still not good at them.
Yeah, it's tough trying to start the screw attack, because if you jump off the from the ramp side at the wrong angle, your camera is too far down and you can't screw attack. Although, yeah, without power bombs, logically, you would have to go all the way around from Dark Forgotten Bridge to get to Cache, which is a bit of a long walk, so... Luckily, our runners will not have to do that today.
So, unless Baja picks it up right now, Light Suit can also be skipped. Like, Light Suit isn't required for anything. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nope, it is a convenience item, and the convenience item only.
Was Spider Ball required?
It's gonna be anyway, because we're fighting Emperor Ink 2.
Oh yeah, but outside of that, I don't think it was.
Technically, yes, because the only way to get to the Under Temple key is either to Spider Ball up to the portal in Alpha Blog, or to Spider Ball your way through the Power Bomb Guardian fight.
Oh right,
So,
right there's the
Spider
ledge.
Ball, yeah, Spider Ball whether you like it or not.
Let's see, there's Boost Ball, it was required. Bombs, of course, are required. Annihilator wasn't required.
No, you could get to Morbus without it.
Yeah. Annihilator wasn't required.
Grapple could be skipped.
Grapple wasn't required.
You could get away without gravity, but it wouldn't be pleasant.
Yeah, you could, but...
Although, if you wanted to skip gravity, you would have to get, you would have to fight Power Bomb Guardian for the Under Temple key.
Yeah.
Looks like Baja had a, bounce hiccup somewhere. because I just noticed that he was real high up in Torvis Lagoon. Oh, probably to get out of Portal Chamber. That's probably what he was checking. Unfortunately, since Grapple Guardian was one of the keys Baja picked up, there's going to be Grapple Pirates everywhere. In Torvis specifically.
Grapple pirates?
We call them Grapple Pirates because they're triggered by defeating Grapple Guardian and picking up Grapple Guardian's item.
I see.
And now Baja's going to return for the mining station B key and then just warp to start and call it a seed.
Isn't it always so underwhelming when you see enemies? Yeah.
I just want to stop you for a quick second because what Cosmo is doing is Cosmonaut has gone out of bounds at Cache B and is attempting to load Hydro Dynamo Shaft to load Dark Lower Torvis from Upper Dark Torvis. Because the elevator itself is actually still there.
Yeah, and that's a thing you can do. I think it's done in a speedrun as well, like low percent or something.
Could be. But
yeah, I think it's done in low percent to skip supers.
And there you go. Hydro Dynamo Shaft is loaded. Now Cosmo just needs to get back in. Most likely an ether jump will be necessary here.
Yeah. A very choppy movement.
Yeah, out of bounds movement is really weird in the Prime games. Every room's gravity box, every room's gravity is surrounded by a box, and if you enter and exit that box, you have a 3-frame window to perform a jump. It looks like Cosmo's going to try and get inbounds on the path to Grapple Guardian here. So try to drop down to the door, have the room load around him. Like so.
There we go.
Properly transition the room, otherwise the game throws a hissy fit.
Yeah, it unloads it basically as soon as you get away from the door.
Ooh, Baja Blood just took a lot of energy loss from that Red Kraly, but still got the Sky Temple key. Yeah, wasn't happy about that. Red Kralys are actually the most dangerous enemy in Echoes. Because I think the reason being is that they do, I want to say they do a double-digit amount of damage per frame that you're in their proximity. Yeah, Red Kralys are dangerous.
So, what was I talking about before you stopped me to talk about the out of bounds trick?
We were talking about... I was talking about Grapple Pirates, and then... Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. I forgot what it was you were trying to say.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry, main power bombs. Turns out you could have been skipped today. Which is funny, considering up until we moved to main energy controller, they were in every seed. Every seed past 3.2. Alright, so now Cosmo is going to... Cosmo's just gonna go through Powerbomb Guardian from the front and fight him. So, unfortunately, we know this is going to cost extra time, but Cosmo doesn't, so... In his defense, this could very well be the Sky Temple key. That was an amazing boost impact.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you come into Under Temple, I recommend that you always come in from the back if you have Spider Ball. Just check that item first, then see if you still need to fight Power Guardian.
Yeah, I think in Cosmo's mind, he wanted to go from Grapple Guardian straight down to Under Temple without having to take too many portals and to have to open the entire Under Temple switch puzzle. But yeah, with the last key in tow, Baja Blood is going to run back to... took a ship save real quick to restore health and ammo, but is now going to run on over to Sky Temple. Unfortunately, that is not the Sky Temple key, even though it has the same sound effect.
Okay, so
That is actually, I think, the last Torvis key.
Gollop's finished about a minute ago.
Oh wow, so Baja Blood's not going to be too far behind.
Yeah. If he
Well,
finishes in the next couple minutes, he's probably going to be number 2.
yeah, such a very interesting way that this seed played out. It went from really bad to not so bad right at the end. I mean, consider this. We had Dark Beam on a Morbus, and we're still going to have a sub 100 minute seed from Baja Blood. And Cosmo might not be too far behind on that front either. Probably not going to be sub 140, not sub 100 minutes, but still probably going to be a very respectable time. There actually has been, like, virtually no communication in the race time room throughout the course of the... no communication whatsoever in the race time room over the course of the entire seed. I expected somebody to...
Yeah, just one message. Just one message from Baja when Gollop finished. Just that's it, like one GG.
And yeah,
And
no need...
one reaction to the one forfeit.
Yeah.
Chat is basically empty.
Which I'm very surprised at that, given how I would have imagined folks would have been probably just raging at me, given the Dark Beam on a Mortis scenario. And yeah, we're just gonna Annihilator spam this.
Hi, Queen Parasite. I mean Emperor Ing.
Queen what? Oh, Queen Parasite. Sorry, I thought you said for a minute Queen Power of Sight. For some reason. This is a pretty good Emperor Ing 2 so far. That was absolutely perfect.
Hi, Giant Dark Splinter.
That's basically what he is.
Yeah, and you fight it in the same room too.
Ooh, almost a 3-screw, but it's gonna be a multi-screw, actually.
I think we discussed it a week ago with Reggie. How most of the bosses in this game have parallels to enemies you fought in the same room in the Light World.
Very true.
Because there's a Morbus with the Bomb Guardian. There's Emperor Ing with the Alpha Splinter.
Did I ever tell you that a Morbus is actually foreshadowed in Mining Plaza? There is actually a statue of a armored Morbus near the solar lenses.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, just look near the top of the solar lenses. There's a Morbus sort of in a curved shape looking up at the sky.
So it's probably deliberate.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it's absolutely deliberate.
it's like that's already two bosses that were heavily foreshadowed in this game.
Unfortunately, Baja
Where do you
got...
see Chica?
I'm not sure, but unfortunately,
I
Baja
mean,
Blood got centered, but got an amazing screw attack in before that, so Dark Samus is already down to quarter health.
yeah. Like, Chica, I guess, is kind of foreshadowed by the enemies you find that are completely exclusive to Torvus, but that's a stretch.
Are you talking about, like, the Shrieking Plants?
Yeah, I mean, the little ones that explode.
Oh, those plants, yeah. I get where you're coming from now.
Like, Adult Chica is basically just a version of those.
But with that said, folks, get your GGs for in chat for Baja Blood, who finishes this race in first place on the restream, and that official time is going to be 1:34.59, and it is going to be good for second overall.
Yes, that's second place on the race time.
And just under sub 135. Well done.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
GG, Baja Blood. Well played.
Thank you.
So, are we forgiven for Dark Beam on a Morbus for the second half of the seed?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was pretty jet after that. I don't even know what Sanctuary Fortress is, or who Olir is, or any of that.
Yeah, no, none of that today. Although Cosmo did check Sank entrance, but it turned out to just be an ammo tank.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Cosmo did find Echo. Where was Echo?
Echo was on Boost Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
Literally everything else was in Torvus.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no progression in Sank at all, so just... It was just Aegon and Torvus. Which is a nice change of pace, because usually it's Aegon and Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was very sure that the underground transport or underground tunnel movement system was going to be screw attack, and was very disappointed that it was grapple. And then, like, by the time I finished Torvus Plaza, I was like, wait a minute, that gives me gravity suit. I wonder if screw attack is gravity locked, and it I guess wasn't technically, but that was what led me to skip Dark Torvus there and find the screw attack.
Yeah, Cosmo ended up full clearing Upper Dark Torvus before getting Seekers and Screw Attack. So he was, as a result, later to hints than you are, so you were able to get your intel a lot earlier. And by that point, you were pretty much in go mode once you realized where the hints were.
Yeah, I was glad that stuff like Light Suit or Echo weren't required.
Actually, you could have gotten away without power bombs this seed too, so you could have actually skipped Mining Plaza.
Yeah, that's wild.
Although, hear this. The logic for the Aegon keys expected you to only have one try at GFMC.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was one of those dangerous kind of seeds where you can soft lock yourself by going there too early.
We had a we had a nightmare seed in, I want to say it was July or June of 2020, where you absolutely had to get Light Suit in GFMC for Dark Visor and Fortress Transport access on your first go around. Otherwise, you could never get back to that region, and you had a dead file.
Yeah. Yeah, that's brutal when that can happen.
But yeah, luckily you found you both used the cheeseburger in Transport B access to get your Dark Suit, and that just ended up pretty much sorting you both out for the rest of the seed. Energy was not really an issue.
Yeah, the early Dark Suit was real nice. I felt a little bad that I did that loop before Aegon and then had to come back for the ship. Kind of having to make 2 loops of the Temple Grounds didn't feel great, but I figured most everyone probably was going to follow that same route rather than going straight to Aegon.
I was honestly surprised that Dark Beam was on a Morbus himself. I was expecting it to be on Doomed Entry or in Battleground.
I was thinking he was going to have Seekers, and we were supposed to go get, like, Screw Attack or something from Underground Tunnel without Dark Beam, and then that would unlock Dark Beam somewhere.
Yeah, it was a very interesting scenario. Once we started piecing things together, once we saw the supers in not cache, storage B hint, for example, the major in Dark Aegon Temple hint, of course.
Yeah. Luckily, that wasn't a Sonic Boom major upgrade.
On the subject of Sonic Boom, that was that was in Warrior's Walk.
Ah.
Cosmo walked right past it, but decided not to get it.
Yeah, I also made the play of skipping labs with the amount of stuff we had, and that I'd kind of exhausted all the Amber hints. I wanted to move on to Torvus as quick as I could and hopefully not get punished, and was somewhat fortunate in that regard.
Yeah, Torvus was pretty loaded today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Cosmo is instead opting to use super missiles for Emperor Ing Phase 1. It actually worked out pretty well.
Yeah, your Emperor Ring 1 and 2 were phenomenal, Baja Blood. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was very good.
I was surprised I didn't. Yeah, I managed to not get bullied by the little Inglet things, which is uncommon when I don't have Cannonball.
Oh yeah.
I was lucky
Yeah.
I got a really good first Screw Attack because got like insta-centered there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, Dark Samus a bit unfortunate, but yeah, Emperor Ring 1 and 2 especially were pretty good.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it in the Discord chat over on the random Discord, but like I remember I once had a dream where the room you fight Alpha Splinter in had a spider ball puzzle with an item on the ceiling.
Be interesting.
It looked pretty nice. Like the walls were colored. It looked nice. Anyway, that's it with Emperor Ing.
I hope that
Cosmo just needs to do Dark Samus. Your Dark Samus was also pretty good.
Yeah, that first Screw Attack was good. But yeah, I didn't get her to put up the barrier.
Oh,
I was gonna
that's
say,
okay.
I hope I didn't scare everyone as much as I scared myself with that final wall crawl. I was like thinking as I was going in, like, should I just go back? I haven't saved in a million years. It like sometimes wall crawls go wrong, and then it did.
Yeah, we saw that, and admittedly I was mostly looking at Cosmo, but then I noticed you were way up high in Torvus Lagoon. I was like, what happened there?
Yeah, I fell too early, and then I missed the door because I couldn't quite see what was going on, and ended up transitioning the room at the floor, and was like, well, I guess I'll just come in through the ceiling.
Alright, Cosmo has triggered the barriers correctly, did manage to get a good Screw Attack in. One more tiny tickle should do it, but it looks like that's going to be a centering.
Oh yeah.
About the same health as
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh well. Just waiting. 5 E-tanks ought to be enough.
Also, Baja, shoutouts to you almost getting red Krayled.
Oh my god, yeah! Thank god I had so many
Yeah.
E-tanks. Like, what did that...
Yeah.
I think that took off 3?
At least 2.5 E-tanks, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Wild.
But yeah, the reason for that is because I guess the red Krayleds have, A, they do a ton of damage, B, they do a ton of damage per frame.
Yeah. Yep, no invincibility frames from them. Cosmo just tanking the shots.
And Cosmo is going to finish with a race time GG time of 1:43 on the dot, and that is going to be good for third place.
Okay.
Nicely done, Cosmo.
Nice one. And no one ended up finishing with a full tracker, because you skipped Echo and Cosmo skipped the Hive key.
The one from Grove, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Frustrating when that happens. But hey, you got a 3-2-1 on your on your key counts.
It's always nice to see.
I was surprised the Cursed Lake wasn't an STK. Normally, when I read that that's a key, it's like 100% an STK.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it
Yeah,
ended
yeah.
up being a Hive key because we think the last Torvus key, based on the fact that it was in Dark Torvus, was an Under Temple because Cosmonaut found a key on Powerbomb Guardian,
Hmm.
and given what we knew, it was most likely the last Torvus key.
I was surprised both Dark Torvus Arena and Under Temple I got to spare the Guardians, let them live on.
Yeah, there really isn't that much else to say. One thing that definitely gave you both a some good help is the Amber Hints were actually pretty useful today for a change.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Aegon was completely packed, just both in items and hints.
Yeah, the super hint in particular, I don't know if maybe I would have gone back to labs after Dark Beam, but I would have been pretty tempted to just go to Torvus without supers, and that would have been unfortunate.
Indeed.
Maybe.
All right, we have extended the invitation, and I think that's
okay.
Cosmo.
That's Cosmo.
This game gives me one more required Amorbus. I quit forever.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, come on, it wasn't so bad today.
Didn't help that the keys were all over the place too.
Well, GG, Cosmo.
Yeah.
So, would you like to hear of the logical nightmare that actually was this seed?
I'm pretty sure I figured it out. Going to Torvus, doing Boost Guardian to get Echo, going back to Mining Plaza for Power Bombs.
Well, it's actually more regarding the Aegon keys. According to the logic... Oh, sorry, 1 second. According to the logic, because main power bombs were in Mining Plaza and Screw Attack was behind Dark Beam with
Oh, that's right.
Dark Beam being where it was, you only had one chance to get... Logically, you only had one chance to get the Aegon keys on the ship and in the crate.
Yeah.
After that, you had no... logically, you had no way back until you picked up main power bombs.
Yeah,
Or
you were
Screw Attack.
basically you were basically supposed to do what you ended up doing in your game.
But
Yeah, I did that late.
yeah, luckily for the both of you, you picked up the Transport B item, the power bomb tank there, and that lets you avoid that potential nightmare.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
and it
deal with
also
that.
gave you a free dark suit, which ended up not being required. Like I'm pretty sure you were supposed to just get the one in Torvus.
Mhm.
Safe bet.
It's bad that at last location Dark Beam. I knew it once I went to Sank Entrance and it was nothing. Like great.
You you both pretty much last locationed Dark Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I hadn't done was oh gosh, what's that check? Vent check.
Doom
Okay,
Or
wait,
Inventor.
I just-
Oh yeah, so I hadn't done the PONR in labs, and then
Okay,
Ventor AA I hadn't done either.
It was
I just read the credits on Cosmonaut's end. The one on Powerbomb Guardian was indeed the last Torvus key.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get 1 more percent.
Shoutouts to the two of you having like exactly 10 minutes difference on your in-game times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I got the light suit hint because of Sank Entrance, so I took a chance getting it, like hoping it might be needed. 'Cause, I mean, it was a pretty free spot for it, but it could have helped, but wasn't needed.
Where was
that
Light
Sank
Suit?
was
I missed
completely
that.
deleted.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
The light suit was in Venomous Pond.
Yeah.
It required just a grapple. That was pretty much it, other than the stuff we already knew about. But
So-
yeah,
Yeah, I think that was the only suit you were supposed to get.
me doing like Boost Guardian and going around without Seekers wasn't good. Doing Dark Beam late and also checking Plaza and stuff. I should have trusted my gut and was like, okay, grapple's leading to gravity boost. But I was like, let me check around here. I mean, I'm kind of glad I did. I saw the Seekers, but I should have just got gravity boost, went down, screw attack Seekers, and then that would have shaved off like 10 minutes doing all those extra unnecessary checks.
I do wish I could do that boost jump. It's dumb though.
Yeah, we saw you trying that once you discovered it was seeker missiles. We thought with at that point it basically came down to the Sky Temple keys. We were like, could the Sky Temple keys just be forcing you to go around every single corner of the world? Nope, they're just telling you to go right back to Torvis.
Yep. Yeah, it was convenient that I left a save zone or a save game in Lower Torvis.
Yep. And what was it? I did the Upper Dark Torvis to Lower Dark Torvis, and it took like 30 seconds for the room to load. I must not have been in the right spot. I was worried I missed the door and fell.
Yeah, you did manage to pull that off though. So props to anybody who could pull off out of bounds shenanigans like that, especially the Hydro Dynamo shaft load.
Mm-hmm. I've done it before, and usually you fall right on the door, but I guess I was in the wrong position.
Yeah, Baja actually had a scary out of bounds incident from getting out of Portal Chamber back to Lagoon.
Oh no.
Yeah. I at least knew not to go to Great Bridge after.
Yeah. Good thing I told you.
Yeah.
Because you would have crashed 100%.
Yeah. But I like fell past the door.
I wonder if we could make a mod to have every room loaded.
You would
just
have
to see what's possible.
You would have to jack up the amount of RAM potential of the system by a huge amount.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that's why the rooms don't. That's why the rooms load the way they do. Memory constraints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. How much RAM did the GameCube have?
Not
like 16 megs.
Yeah, it was like a few megabytes worth. Whereas nowadays we can run 32 gigs on our machines.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have 16 gigabytes. Like that has to be enough for just the rooms in this game.
In theory.
That has to be more than enough.
I can't
so that kind of mod would be interesting to see.
I don't know if you crash every time in Great Bridge, but I know if it's a 50% chance for the grapple pirates to spawn, and if they do spawn, it is guaranteed crash.
Yikes! Yeah.
So if they don't spawn, I don't know. Yeah. You might get lucky and they don't spawn and you won't crash, but you don't want to risk the 50-50 on that.
No, for sure.
Well, I don't really have much else to say on my part, except again, GG's to both of you. You both really did put on a fantastic show for us here at home today. All things considering, the seed could have been a lot worse, and I thought for a minute there was going to be a lot more rage in the race time room when we discovered it was Dark Beam on a Morbus.
Okay, 3 more people have finished. We have Crash, 4th place, Bellator, 5th, and Asda in 6th.
GG's, everybody.
GG's.
Just a few minutes apart.
I wonder what happened with Lucarius. You know?
Not sure either, unfortunately.
I mean, he left very early, so he probably just had to do something else.
It was actually
something
kind
probably popped up.
He left like immediately when I scanned the Amorbus has a major upgrade. I just see Lucarius is forfeited.
Yeah, Interslice was going to be joining you, but had a power cut right before the race, so unfortunately was not able to join us this afternoon, but that's okay. Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably be around for the Prime Weekly tomorrow.
But, yeah, with that said, I don't have any other pieces to say. Anything else, runners, that you would like to say about the seed before we close out?
No, just thank you, Captain and Sean, for commenting, and thanks all for tracking.
Yep. Thanks, SpeedGaming, for the restream. You guys for commentating, and a Morbus can die in a fire having Dark Beam. That's all I have to say.
Well, we do only have one more restreamed weekly coming up for December, so I'll try to not put something on a Morbus this time, maybe?
It follows me everywhere. I think the last 8 out of 10 seeds I've done, solo or not, required.
I had to do boostless worm skip twice last week because I crashed at GFMC after picking up boost on a Morbus last week, so
Mhm.
yeah,
Classic.
I'm right there with you, partner.
Oh, I didn't even peek Crossroads either. That's what. Yeah, when I saw the hint, I was like, "Ugh, of course. The one time I don't peek Crossroads, it's an SDK.
Mhm.
For this, if nothing else, you at least had to go back to Mining Station B anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to come out of, like, after doing lower Torvis stuff, coming up to light Torvis, and I'll be right there at Crossroads, but I chose to save warp instead. I didn't scan the things in Hydro Station, so I wasn't able to just go right back up. I didn't feel like going all the way to dungeon, going through the portal and that, when I could just save warp and be pretty much right there.
Okay, yeah, I climbed out of lower Torvis, but I still had to do the upper Torvis stuff because I didn't feel clear that, so that made it more convenient to just take the elevator.
Oh, I like the hash for this seed. Bitter body combo.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
the name of the charge attack that Dark Alpha Splinter uses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought that Accursed Lake was going to be an SDK.
Us too.
Yeah. No, it's probably an Ing Hive key.
Definitely an
guess.
Ing Hive key.
Yeah, it's an ink hive key. We know where all the other keys are, so it was definitely a hive key.
And after burning me for a bunch of previous recent seeds, Pod W, of course, when I actually check it, doesn't have anything useful.
Yep. I did the same thing right after getting Dark Suit. Like, Spider was super early, so I was like, it's not going to be there. Maybe Boost. Nope, that was early, so took a chance, but it was nothing.
Well, at least you got a little treat in the form of unlimited beam ammo.
But yeah, I went back for that. I knew where supers were, hoping maybe Storage C or could have something.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it, but then I turned around at the last minute. I also almost forgot about Space. So, I mean, like walking away without actually getting the check in that room, that would have been unfortunate.
You
I
ever
was,
forget about space jump?
Yeah. We had some minor restream hiccups at the start, so some items were initially missed. Like we didn't realize Cosmo picked up Space Jump before Baja Blood saw it. So, but yeah, that would. But yeah, the seed ended up not being the second half of the seed in particular. Just ended up just stacking everything.
I mean, I actually noticed when I saw Cosmo use it, so it was slightly before that.
Yeah, I got it pretty early. It was Hive Chamber B, right?
Space Jump was Portal Access A.
Oh, Portal Access A, right.
Spider Ball, I think, was Hive Chamber B.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually pretty proud of myself getting the TAS E- first try and getting bombs right away instead of having to go all the way to transport to Aegon, then come back.
Indeed,
That's
nicely
a bit of
done.
time.
Yeah, Baja did the slope jump instead. Took a couple tries.
Yeah, it took me a little bit, but still a
Yeah,
time for sure.
you both got early stuff.
Mm-hmm. When I saw Gollop finish at first, I was like, oh, of course. Gollop's just a master. I knew it was probably because I took so long with Dark Beam. Gollop probably got all the keys and was like, all right, I'm Morbus. I thought since I saw power bombs there and I hadn't seen any echo, I was like, okay, Morbus probably doesn't have my Dark Beam. But
Did you
ended
get
up
the
being-
Amorphous hit before Amorphous?
no, I knew it was a meeting grounds, but
Yeah,
I never
when I
went
when
there.
I like save warped out of Aegon to like clean up, I came out comm area to get the meeting grounds hint and Hall of Honor Dead, and that was helpful because that made me prioritize Amorphous.
Yep. I think I got it at the 46-minute mark is when I got Dark Beam. So really
Yeah,
late.
pretty late.
Really late. Yep.
Yeah. Well, your Morbus fight started about when Baja Blood's finished.
Okay. Yeah, and I
You-
had
you
Yeah,
both,
pretty
uh,
much.
You both were pretty much last location Dark Beam.
and I had to go back for Hall of Honor Dead after hints. if we were that close, it definitely me doing all those unnecessary checks and upper dark Torvus first and upper light Torvus.
The only things you really routed differently was the order in which you did things you already knew you would have to do.
Yeah, I thought about going to Aegon first with the 2 SDKs and then doing Torvus last, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna do the out of bounds thing and say
Like,
do that first,
in-
get it out the way.
In general, you decided to do things more in little bunches. Like you got the two keys in GFMC one after each other. Baja instead did 2 trips through GFMC, stuff like that. Baja got Hall of Honor dead earlier and then went back for hints. You went after hints. It was just small things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to
Definitely a smart
bioenergy
play.
production, which wasted so much of my time for no reason this
Yeah, I
season.
had to do it
Yeah,
twice.
we saw that.
I knew that
Oh yeah.
I knew that Emerald was bioenergy. I got that hint. I knew supers were dark beam locked, so it was pretty much. I knew once dark beam was available, it was wanting me to go to Torvus. I saw the movement system hint. It's like I hope it's screw attack, and then I saw grav boost in portal chamber, so I was like, okay, I can get that no matter what's in underground tunnel. So instead of getting grapple, going straight to grav boost, I did the whole loop. I took a chance with Plaza and Plaza Access. Those are checks most people will probably skip, so I was just taking a chance. Hopefully something really good was on it. But nope. Load of junk. Then I forget what I did after that. I think that's when I was like, alright, let's go down to lower Torvus. As soon as I saw screw attack, I'm like, alright, go mode. Go get hints. SDKs were pretty free.
Yeah, we thought for sure that we thought worst case scenario that we would actually need light suit, for example, like for Sank map or
Yep.
like random key on quad, for example. We have not really seen quad in these weeklies as of the last few weeks.
I play a lot
Luckily,
of tourney seeds, and I never see quad. I think I've seen one SDK on quad.
Yeah, I was tracking the last couple of Echoes tourneys. I was tracking actively how many bosses were required, and quad almost never showed up.
It's just because he's so late and requires so much. I think you need Echo on tourney seeds for him as well.
You absolutely need Echo. You have to have either Screw or Annihilator with him having the other to get out. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep. So it's almost never anything. Maybe light suit, but that would be something. Light suit on quad required for hive entrance.
that would be disgusting.
Mhm.
Still
I
waiting
guess it
on
could
that.
happen.
Still waiting on that mythical super missiles and Torvus energy controller.
Leave the day.
I've seen it. I have seen it.
I got it. I think a couple times in my seeds.
A couple of my
Alright.
viewers send me seeds like that. You have to fight quad just to progress. Return the
That's very
energy.
fun when that's the case.
All right, folks. Well, I think we are just about ready to close out here. So we will be back next week with the odd weekly in the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes randomizer. I don't think, I'm just going to verify real quick, but I don't know if the Metroid Prime 1 weekly is having a restream tomorrow afternoon. I'm verifying right now, and it looks like they are. So assuming it does get a channel, they will be doing a even settings weekly tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, and their even settings include random elevators and starting items. So definitely look forward to that come tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll be there for that one for sure. That'll be fun.
But yes, folks, with that said, once again, shout-outs to our runners, Baja Blood and Cosmonaut, for their fantastic performance here on this Saturday afternoon. Shoutouts to Op82, our wonderful tracker who has been pushing all the buttons, making sure everybody knows who has what. Thanks to SpeedGaming for keeping everything in one piece while we got through this. And Sean, thank you for joining me here in the booth.
Thank you.
And with that said, folks, we wish you a fantastic rest of your weekend. Take care, and we will see you next mission.
Hey, everybody.
Goodbye.
GG later.